So Paul, let's talk a little bit about Manchester city centre. As we know, we've seen a complete transformation of the city over the last decade or so. What's your view on Manchester's future, on whether you think there is still room for growth or whether saturation is likely? What's your view on the city centre living project as a whole?
So again, Manchester's a city that I'm very familiar with. And there is always this question about oversupply. I mean, again, as you alluded to, over the last 10 years we've seen phenomenal growth in terms of new projects popping up through the city centre and other locations. But it's really put Manchester on the map. You've got over 100,000 students that live in Manchester. You've got unemployment levels below 5%, which is the lowest they've been for some time. We don't know how that will all pan out off the back of COVID. However, there's some significant key drivers. And my view is, again, linked to value, there's still an undersupply of certain projects in locations, and I wouldn't be rushing into the city centre to build a new high-rise right now, but these kind of locations, periphery locations that show value, there's definitely a big demand for. We have almost 20 million passengers coming into Manchester every year from Manchester International Airport. So over the last 10 years, there has been a lot of building going on, but also so many people flocking to Manchester in now is what is an amazing city.
Manchester, we know that Manchester has become something of a global centre really for culture and sport, very attractive to overseas visitors, big increases in tourism and so forth. What's your view on Manchester as a long-term project?
Manchester's great. Again, we've seen a lot of development, we've seen a lot of foreign investment come into Manchester, we've seen a lot of government spending on regeneration of Manchester city centre, and it's such a safe place now. When I started coming here 25 years ago, it was very different, but it's a safe place. You have all the high street shops, all the big brands, we have a lot of visitors from all parts of the world, so it's just a fantastic location to be. From an investment perspective, it's great. When you buy in Manchester, you're buying into a certain yield, a yield that you don't get in London anymore. So we're seeing the London investor, historical London investor, now looking at Manchester as their key focus for investment. So that's one thing that Manchester should be very proud of.